You've outlined quite a lot of ideas for state lawmakers to think about. Is there one last message you'd like to leave them with?
Well, I just think that, I'm 53 years old. I grew up with a sofa seat as the front seat in a family station wagon. The seat belts, I don't think they were cut out by my dad, but I think they were stuffed down in between the seats. I don't think I ever put a seatbelt on until I was 12 or 14 years old. I grew up in the era of the Marlboro Man, and so I smoked Marlboro cigarettes. But at some point I started wearing a seatbelt all the time and I stopped smoking cigarettes. And the reason is that thanks to private, public, and legislative partnerships, social change movements in America were established sufficient to recover and combat those problems. If I don't put my seatbelt on in my car, I can't shut the door without my 9-year-old reminding me. That's a social change movement that's worked. We have a new generation of Americans that would not do it. We now have sound alarms in our cars that remind us, PSAs and the like. Same thing with smoking cigarettes. We now have, cautions on the sides of the boxes. We now have appropriate taxation for those people. We've eliminated certain types of advertising for them and subsidies for tobacco farmers, who are the last people on earth I think we should be subsidizing. But we've also got incentive programs for them to take those same lands and get into aquaculture and other types of more valuable farming. Those are social change movements, public-private, legislative partnerships that have worked. I think when it comes to hunger relief work, we need to look at it the exact same way. And it is that kind of NASA moonshot kind of thinking, because I don't think there's a person in the world who thinks that a hungry child is in any way, shape, or form something that represents what we in America are all about in 2014. Greatest civilization in the world, there should not be a hungry child in this country.